Hi, I'm Riley. I'm 12 years old, and these are my Lloyd Wright houses. I designed them within a span of about 2 months, and I built them in that time too. So it's just been fun designing them and building them. They're more fun than hard houses to build, and I like that.
Yeah, the Lloyd Wright houses are always fun to see. So this first one we have here, sort of the black and white one, if you want to tell us kind of where the real one is located and sort of how you use the source material to build this.
Okay, so this is called the Boynton House, and it's in Rochester, New York. I started by laying out, I used a floor plan to get the lay of the land, and I laid it out with bricks, and I looked at pictures and started building up. And so that one was the second one I did, the third one I did. It was a fun process to build, but then the roof was difficult. The roof line is pretty difficult. And then once we got here, actually yesterday I spent all morning lighting it up. I was waiting for life lights to get here, but they wouldn't get here, so I just had to buy from Brick Loot. It does the job, but I'm not 100% happy with the way it gives the light effect.
Yeah, but it is cool to have that interior lighting. You can see through the trans-clear windows.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk about the roof technique there. Is it just kind of stacked plates to kind of make that?
Yeah, so I used like 4x6 plates and 2x4 plates to get a roof layout, and then I just stacked them up. It was pretty simple, but it was hard at the same time.
Okay, very nice. And as you were working on these models here, was it just kind of photos that you got online, or how did you source material? How did that work?
So, as I said, I look at floor plans, and I lay it out, and then I look at pictures. I try and find good pictures for each section, so then I start building up. So that's how I do it.
Perfect. So then moving down to the middle one here, which house is this?
This is called the Zimmerman House, and it's in Manchester, New Hampshire. This one was the last house I did, and it was fun building it. It was a really quick build because it was one of those things where I knew what I needed before I actually started building it. So I got all the pieces, and then I started building it, and it only took me about 2 weeks, I think.
Okay. Perfect. And it looks like you've got a lot of brown in there. So what was some of the maybe hardest part about doing this house?
Getting the roof to stay together, definitely. It's a steeper roof line, so I stacked 2 plates instead of just stacking them with just 1 plate. I stacked 2 plates on top of each other, and then I put them, staggered them. It was a good build for the roof, and it didn't take very long, but soon after that it started just tearing apart, and I had to redo the whole thing.
But so, trial and error is how you figure out a lot of good building techniques.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Really great. So then moving on to your third house, which one is this?
Okay, this is the A.W. Gridley House in Batavia, Illinois. And this one was the first house I did this year. And it was super, super, super hard, really hard. Just getting the floor plan right, and the roof line was extremely difficult for this one.
Yeah, it looks like it would be. You've got kind of all different parts of the building that kind of have to morph together with the roof lines and everything. So how did you kind of figure that out as you messed with the pieces?
I built a layout again out of 4x6 plates and built up. I wasn't happy with it again, so I took the whole thing apart and redid it. And then again after that, a couple weeks before the convention, I put lights in. So I took the roof apart again, but when I was doing that, I was able to pull this out, and so I can get to the lights from in here and turn them off and stuff. The battery pack's in there, but it's kind of hard to get to. So, and then I just slide it back on when I'm done.
Yeah, perfect. So you can easy access there.
Yeah, yeah.
Really great. Have you visited any of these 3 houses in person?
No.
Okay. Awesome. So then down here we've got, I believe, your last building. Which one is this?
This is the Seth Peterson Cottage in Mirror Lake, Wisconsin. This one was interesting because about halfway through I decided to quit because I couldn't figure out this roof. But I persevered, and I was able to come up with just taking the roof off like that. And I just put these bricks as windows and doors and stuff, and then I overlapped these so that it fit nicely. If I can get it in there.
Get the connection just right there.
Yeah, it's difficult to get back in, but it looks great when it's in there. All right.
Mess around a little bit, but yeah, that's very cool. So you've got 4 great houses here. So I believe, what number of years is this for you displaying at Brickworld?
This is my 3rd year.
Okay. That's really cool, and it's great to see kind of younger builders like yourself that continue to come back, and the new generation of AFOLs eventual. So do you feel like coming to this show gives you a lot of inspiration, and kind of you see cool techniques and stuff that you can then use in your builds?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's really awesome. There's a lot of very talented builders here, so it's definitely very inspirational to walk around and see what people display.
Yeah, definitely.